Alright, so went ahead and used my test lights to check all the connectors to each injector to make sure that they're the PCM's telling them when to spray, and they are, so that's great. It's an expensive fix, but now that we know that the hard stuff's out of the way, we just know that the injectors are bad, specifically cylinder 2, which it's all the way back here. This one right here is not spraying, but it is getting power, so we know that's so. What we need to do is pull the fuel pump relay, which is this one right here. Start the car, try to get any other gas you can out of the lines. And since we're going to be messing with electrical connectors, we're going to go ahead and remove the negative battery terminal with the 10mm. Now it's essentially just getting everything out of the way. Like this hose connected to the airbox, pull that out, push that off to the side. Now we're going to need to remove the throttle body cables, which you just pull these. There's 3 of them. Yeah, you just pull these out. Okay, that one I needed 2 hands for, but it's now free. So now it looks like 1 and 2. Those are 10mm. I'm gonna go ahead and just use a 3-inch extension to give me a little extra leeway. And then we're going to remove the second one that's holding on this throttle body assembly. I lied, there's 3. So if you come down in between those wires, there's the 3rd 10mm bolt to get the throttle body assembly off. Okay, now we can get this up and out of the way. Alright, so pretty much now we have to get the gas and the pressure out of the lines. So you're going to have this little cap right here. You can hook a fuel pressure gauge up to, but it's also a bleeder valve. So we're going to go get some paper towels and use a flathead screwdriver and just get the pressure up. Alright. I'm sure they make a tool for this, but and nothing's coming out. So must have did that already. Must have got it all out. Sorry about that. As usual, I needed 2 hands. Don't have a camera person, so okay. I got all the plugs removed. Now we're going to have to remove this fuel rail, which is 1, 2, 3, and then there's a 4th 10mm bolt back there. So next step is just pulling the fuel rail out with the injectors. You just as easy as it sounds, just pull out. Gonna need 2 hands again, but oh, there we go. Yeah, maybe not. All right. There, all the injectors came out cleanly, so that's nice. So now we'll just get some of the wires up and out of the way and pull it out. Alright, so this is what your injector setup looks like. There's a little clip right here. Let me see if I can focus on that. There you go. So it just needs to be pushed down, and that'll relieve the injector. See if I can just do it with my hand. Anyways, yeah, you just pull them straight out. Sorry guys, this is a 2-hand job. So when you pull them out, keep a paper towel ready because there will be some excess fuel in the lines, but it won't be much. So here's the old one, minus the O-ring. You got to get those out of there before you put your new one in, obviously. And then here's the new one. So before installing these, what you got to do is get a little bit of Vaseline and put it around this O-ring, both sides, to lube it up, to make sure this, you do not want this tearing. You want to make sure it's a nice solid fit between both connectors. So get a little bit of Vaseline and push it back in there. Alright, so there was a slight hiccup after I applied Vaseline to the old injectors, realizing that it was the wrong part. Don't go cheap, but that's what happens. So the part number that I had to reorder, this is for that 1996 Jeep, but that's the correct part number, and here's what the new injector looks like compared to the old one, which is a little more similar. Yeah, like I said, the cheapest ones that Rock Auto sold, it did not fit in the fuel rail whatsoever. So anyways, got the new injectors in. What I did to speed up and make it a little easier for myself, was to use a quick disconnect. All you do is just put it over this. It'll go into the gas line itself, push back the clip, and it just pulls right off. It's that simple. So, now that we have that off, do this one here. Alright. Now, after applying Vaseline to your correct injector, just pop the new one in. Should slide in fairly easy. Doesn't come out, so there you go. That's how you replace all the injectors.